Hello, guys. Good morning. It's success again, and it's Friday here. So let's quickly jump into it. This is my GBPUSD 4 hour chart. So let's jump into it on what happened the last day, which was definitely the last time I then uploaded and told you guys that I was seeing a buy opportunity on GBPUSD. So that buy opportunity I then explained, it then got stopped out. So let's quickly dive into what happened. So I'm just going to zoom in. Here is my 4 hour time frame. So I'm just going to zoom in on this particular day where I said that I'm definitely seeing a buy opportunity. So from this 4 hour, I'm describing this from this 4 hour. Mind you, this is not the entry time frame. So from the 4 hour time frame, I then said I picked it. It picked two, it buy two. I then said I was going to reach 30 pips and I was going to target 100 pips. I said I was going to reach 30 pips and then target 100 pips. So what then happened? You can clearly see from the 4 hour that it got stopped out. The SL got stopped out and then the trade also, or rather, went back to hit the take profit. So let's then dive into the intermediate time frame, which happens to be the 1 hour time frame. So from the 1 hour time frame, so I'm definitely going to zoom out so you can clearly see. So from the 1 hour time frame, what are we then seeing? After marking the high and low of the week for Monday, I then told you guys that on Wednesday when I posted, I then said I'm seeing a buy opportunity. And what did I see? I told you guys, I said I saw psychological level, which definitely it's acting as support in this case to push the market to the upside. And then what did I see? I saw the low of the week, which also is two of my four conferences. And then what also did I see? On this particular day, I mentioned that level. I then saw a price action on the same level. I saw a price action on this level, in this case, a W pattern being formed. So from the 1 hour time frame being the intermediate time frame, which was also correlating with the 4 hour analysis and time frame, we can see that from the 1 hour time frame being the intermediate time frame, I saw my psychological level, which was acting as support to push the market to the upside. I saw the low of the week, which definitely was also acting as support to push the market to the upside. And then I saw price action. In this case, a double pattern. So I saw a double pattern, and that gave me an edge. I told you guys, it gave me an edge. I told you why I was buying on my previous post. I told you why definitely I'm seeing a buy bias. So if I'm definitely have to fall down to the 15-minute time frame, being the entry time frame, then we can clearly see what really happened. We can clearly see what really happened. So from the 15-minute time frame, you can clearly see I saw the psychological level acting as support. Let me remove this box. Let me remove this box so you can clearly see first before you then understand why I drew that. So from the 15-minute time frame, like I said, I saw psychological level here at 1.35000. That is definitely acting as support to drive the market to the upside. And then what did I then see again? I saw the low of the week at 1.35043. Also acting as support to drive the market to the upside. And then that's two over four conferences already. And like I always say, and if you've been following me for quite some time, you do know I look out for three conferences. And in the case where I found four confluences as well, that's a perfect trade. That's the A setup of the trade. When I found the 3/4 confluences, that is the B setup. When I found the 4/4 confluences, that is the A setup. So in this case, I saw psychological level, I saw low of the week, and then I saw price action. In this case, a double pattern being formed. So when I saw this, I knew that definitely I do have an edge. So I knew that I do have an edge because I found my base setup. Whenever I see this, I do have to execute my trade without being scared or without being worried. So as you can clearly see from the 15-minute time frame, you saw it got stopped out on the 30 pip SL. And then what did we see? We saw price eventually coming back to hit take profit. At this level, we saw price coming to hit the take profit at 1.36 0.000. That was my 100 pip take profit. So you can clearly see the analysis was right, the execution was right as well, but market eventually happened, tapped us out on SL, which is also okay in this financial market. When you have to trade the financial market, you have to also accept, you need to then accept that market is eventually not always going to play out the way you want it to play out. We are only trading based on the edge we found on the market. We're only trading based on price action. We're only trading based on technical analysis coupled with the fundamentals. So, as much as yes, I found three of my four confluences, doesn't mean it's going to play out all the time. Doesn't mean it's going to play out the way I want all the time. But I was only executing my trade based on my confluences, based on my edge. And you can clearly see, yes, I got stopped out, but the trade eventually went to hit take profit. So which is also okay. So in trading the financial market, you need to then understand that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need things to go your way all the time. You need to accept that and then understand that as much as you found your confluences, as much as all your confluences aligns, the market is always going to do what it wants to do. It's not going to always go your way, which is also fine. So you don't have to beat yourself up because probably you got tapped out and then the trade went in your direction. It's normal. So these are the things we need to expect, and these are the things we need to accept as well when trading the financial market as well. Yes, our analysis was right, our execution was right as well. So you can clearly see if I'm to definitely adjust or shift the buy to when it hits the take profit, you can clearly see the analysis was right. But all that happened was we got stopped out. So some people might say, oh, would have just increased the stop loss. No, that is not how I trade. I trade based on an edge. I combine my confluences along with my fundamentals. I apply proper risk management and then I allow my trades to play out. So that's literally how I trade. And as you can clearly see, I'm seeing more buy on GBPUSD. I'm seeing more buy on GBPUSD because why? Market has eventually broke this level or created a new high. So market has eventually or eventually is going to create a new high, then retest of the recent high price has eventually broken, and then we're going to see a continuation of a buy on GBPUSD. But until then, we need to see confirmations. We need to see price creating new highs, and then before waiting for the retest or the pullback into the recent high price has eventually broken, looking left, before we can then look at our conferences to execute our next trade or our next opportunity. So this is literally what happened in a nutshell. You saw exactly what happened. We entered and then we got stopped out. Then the trade went to hit our take profit, which is also okay for me. I do understand those things that it's fine. You don't need to be right all the time. But we're trading based on an edge. And on another given day, we go in doing the same thing. Eventually it plays out to hit take profit without the drawdown. So you must understand that whenever you place trade, you must you must see or expect some drawdowns on your trade, which means you place a trade and you first have to probably be in loss before your trade takes off or probably be in profit, which means you have to see reds before probably you start seeing blue. So which means before you start seeing profits. So it's normal, it's okay. You need to accept that. You need to come with the mindset that it's normal for you to get stopped out and your pairs or your trade goes in your direction. So it's okay. So I just wanted to take this time as well to update you guys, to keep you guys informed what really happened, to show you what we're looking forward to for the next week because today is Friday. And eventually, when the market opens or by the time the market closes, if we found the perfect opportunity, we're definitely going to execute the trade and I'm going to share with you guys. So if you do love how I analyze my pairs, how I trade, and how I break my analysis down from the 4 hour time frame to my intermediate time frame being the 1 hour, and down to my 15-minute time frame being the entry time frame. I want you to go hit the subscribe button. I want you to like, comment for more.